Bongino quits, then leaks Trump pedo secrets. I want to play this video first, though. Take a listen.
Well, the inherent contempt that Massey and I will be filing would make Pam Bondi personally liable for $5,000 to $10,000 a day for every day that she does not release the files and comply. And it just requires a simple majority in the House. But the bigger point, Ali, is that when Massey and I, when we passed the bill, 427 to 1 in the House, 100 to 0 in the Senate, the president signed it. You can't just ignore the law. It's obstruction of justice. It can be criminally prosecuted, if not by this administration, then a future administration. So there is a lot of outrage, not just with survivors, but with Republicans at what is happening with the selective Epstein disclosure. And when we get back, we're going to push for full transparency.
What do you think motivates them? 427 to 1 in the House, 100 to nothing in the Senate. Remarkable frustration. I mean, we're using Marjorie Taylor Greene as an example, but she's just one example. There are lots and lots and lots of Republicans, as you predicted there would be, who are saying to themselves, I can't hold off against this tidal wave with my constituents. What's going on here?
Well, they're protecting the Epstein class. I mean, the president says it out loud. He says this is going to hurt a lot of people. This is going to hurt a lot of people who he knew, prominent bankers, prominent lawyers, prominent politicians, many of them in New York. And while the survivors haven't given me specific names, they've described the type of people in these files. Then people come on and say, well, are Khanna and Massey exaggerating? There's one way to find out. Just release the files. Release them. But that's what's going on here, is they want to protect the reputation of these rich and powerful men who showed up in Epstein's rape island and not have them take accountability.
Now, Ro Khanna has not only been instrumental in getting the ball rolling and making sure we are bringing enough attention to the Epstein cover-up. I will always commend him for that. There is no doubt about that, because Ro Khanna, he is working very, very actively in this. But then he kept going, and he's telling Pam Bondi there will be accountability. It is the only thing that MAGA responds to. And I think that we need to keep that in mind, that they understand accountability and they understand attention, but they do not really want to be held accountable for anything. Fundamentally, these people are broken, as we know. They are sad, that they are socially awkward, okay, and they are largely unliked in their lives. That is true of these MAGA politicians, and this had become a characteristic for them, of these MAGA figures. It is why they so need attention all the time. Donald Trump is a broken person. He is a broken person. He is a broken personality, and that is what is very true of a Kash Patel or a Peter Hank, a Pam Bondi. Why do you think they're always on Fox? Always doing podcast, always talking. I mean, Donald Trump tweeting at the, 11th hour all the time, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning, in the beginning of it, the end of it. Sure, it's because they need the MAGA media wheel to keep on turning. But they are desperate for that attention, which is why as soon as he left the FBI, Dan Bongino, a career podcaster, decided to get himself back in the mix with a fight with one of Donald Trump's biggest supporters and a known pedo. And I will actually share a different video with you in a second. But let's see what Ro Khanna is saying here.
Remarkable reporting from the Wall Street Journal tonight, in which it says the club, meaning Mar-a-Lago, was also sending spa employees, usually young women, to Epstein's nearby mansion for massages, manicures, and other spa services, according to former Mar-a-Lago and Epstein employees. The house calls went on for years, even as spa employees warned each other about Epstein, who was known among staff for being sexually suggestive and exposing himself during the appointments, according to the former Mar-a-Lago employees. So this continues to be, I mean, obviously in these releases of files, we see photographs of Mar-a-Lago. This continues to be an issue. The ties between Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein. I haven't seen anything that suggests culpability on Donald Trump's part, but there's a whole lot of pushback and secrecy going on.
Exactly.
There is. And I haven't seen anything that suggests any culpability, but there's obviously evidence that there was a tie between Mar-a-Lago, a place that Trump reveres as his home, as his headquarters, and Epstein. And those documents need to come out. I mean, the Wall Street Journal reporting is just scratching the surface. All of this stuff is in the Florida criminal case.
Now, I want to play this video from Jack Cocchiarella. I think that's how it is pronounced. He's a YouTuber, a popular YouTuber. Let's see what he's saying about pedos getting exposed.
The fight with one of Donald Trump's biggest supporters and a known pedo. MAGA rejects wage blistering attack on each other. You've always been a dick. Things got messy between two far right-wing figures whose time in the Trump administration was short-lived. Recently resigned Deputy FBI Director Dan Bongino and Matt Gaetz, the disgraced ex-lawmaker whose U.S. Attorney General nomination by Donald Trump was withdrawn amid a scandal after the 2024 election, exchanged insults on Tuesday morning. Gaetz, 43, fired the first shot after Bongino reemerged on social media for the first time since leaving the FBI. The former congressman tagged the AI bot Grok on a Twitter post and asked, "When did Dan Bongino run for office and how did he perform as a candidate?" Grok answered with details about Bongino's trio of failed congressional runs, twice in Maryland and once in Florida.
Obviously, a lot of other stuff will be coming out from this guy, former FBI Deputy Director Bongino. We will just have to sit back, relax, enjoy our tea, and watch this whole drama unfolding. Subscribe for more videos.